What is up, everybody? Welcome back. It's your favorite director's favorite director, and in the famous words of Alison De Laurentiis, did you miss me? Welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to be here. I feel like it's been forever. It never really has, but I feel like I have to say that, don't I? Last episode, these are just episodes, guys. That's just how we're doing it, okay? Last episode, we watched It's What's Inside. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. The movie was good. I'll give it to the movie. But it seems like we're kind of getting ready to take like a true crime turn. And I only say that because a lot of what's getting released right now seems to be true crime. Today's video is going to be Woman of the Hour, which apparently is based on a true story. I have literally absolutely no idea what I'm getting ready to watch, but it feels fitting. Obviously we did the whole Menendez Brothers series, and then I did the documentary on that. There are still some trials and stuff that I may watch. If I do, I'll just go ahead and put those over on my Patreon, just so that I can kind of react to other things over here on my YouTube. So I'm gonna watch Woman of the Hour, and then I think I might watch This Is the Zodiac Speaking, that just came out on Netflix. And I know a little bit about, you know what? My knowledge of the Zodiac Killer is begins and ends with Criminal Minds. Not for like lack of like wanting to know. I guess I just never wanted to know enough to go look at it. So that's kind of why that's where it begins and ends, and that's okay. So I might go watch that. I definitely want to do Nobody Wants This. That is also up there kind of in Netflix's top 10, so I will be reacting to that. There's the Lincoln Lawyer that's in the top 10. There's just a lot of things that have come out lately that are kind of what we want to watch right now, and a lot of them just tend to be true crime stories. Even over on Hulu, a lot of true crime. So we'll see where this journey does take us. And who knows, I might be reacting to true crime for a while. But that's okay. So with that being said, we are watching Woman of the Hour. Like I said, I have literally no idea what the hell I'm getting ready to watch, but I'm excited to watch it. Anna Kendrick stars in it, and that's exciting for me. I love Anna Kendrick. She does great work. I haven't seen her since, I think the last time I like watched an Anna Kendrick movie, it's probably A Simple Favor. Yeah, clearly I don't watch a lot of new things. Anyways, how are you? How are you doing? How's your mental health? Obviously, I have to ask. I hope that you're okay. I hope that you're taking care of yourself. I hope that everything in your world is going good and you are finding peace. Other than that, I kind of want to jump in. If you're new here, great. Like, subscribe, comment. If you're not new here, welcome back. I'm excited to have you. Patreon has most of everything I watch and then some. So keep that in mind. Go ahead, head over to Patreon, check that out. If you would like to, all of my full-length reactions are over there, including the Menendez Brother documentary. With that being said, I think let's just jump right in, don't you? I love a good ocean. I do. I love a good ocean.
And I don't know if it was me or if he just didn't want to be a dad.
Girl, it was time. It was time for him to leave.
I really needed that. Thank you.
Oh no. No, yeah. Go run. In his eyes? Come on. No. Oh my god. She's still standing there.
You in danger, girl.
Let me give you guys some free unsolicited advice. If somebody ever puts their hand around your throat and like it, this is gonna sound so bad. Not in a joking manner, okay? Because some of us, some of us, I'm not gonna name any names here, but some of us like to be more aggressive, okay, in the bedroom. Now, if you couldn't tell, though, they're not in the bedroom. They're standing on a cliff taking pictures. And also, I think there's so much intent in a person's face and in a person's eyes. And you can see the intent in his eyes. There's not like a smile, because like she kind of jokes it off. She kind of like jokes it off a little bit for a second. Like, kind of like, not jokes it off, but like she kind of laughs it off. And she's kind of like, what? And then he does it again. And the minute that he does it again is when I'm telling you, take off. Take off, sis. Like, you're not safe anymore. And also, I'm assuming we're going to find out how this even came to pass, because I feel like there were precursors. And I'd say that because most of the time, well, I don't know, because Ted Bundy was really charming. Jeff Dahmer wasn't charming per se. But like, I would say that most of the time there's something to show you that they're like this. There's like inevitable behavior that they're gonna exhibit because they don't know how to kind of keep that in control. And their moment of high is when they're killing. So anytime they can get close to that, you kind of see it. Either it's dark behind their eyes or there's a spark in their eyes because they're doing what they love to do. And that's obviously wildly crazy to even say, but it's true. Girl! Oh man. Oh man. This is a dope shot though. And the pictures were souvenirs. Most serial killers have some type of souvenir, whether it's an item or it's a picture itself.
She's not sympathetic. Because she seems angry. What about her look? It's okay. Oh, bad. It's
That was funny. Oh my god, they were talking in front of
Did you
her?
want me to try it again, or... Okay.
Was she
well, great.
lying?
Yes.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
No, acting is never a wasted time. I was acting, you were acting, actors act.
Mm.
That's very sweet.
I was acting your actor's act.
You're just so good. I don't know how you're not booking anything.
So one thing I just wanted to say is that I want to talk about the acting within the acting. What she was in was an audition. I don't know why that word was slipping my mind. So she was in an audition, and it was interesting because like they're talking about her, and then like it cuts to a different scene, and you can see her, and you're like, okay, well maybe she's further across the room, so like they're whispering, but like then you see like the table in between to show the distance. All of these are very particular and very very intentional things as far as camera cuts go, and the framework of the film goes. And also, I believe this was filmed in like this took place in the 70s, because I believe like the first murder happened in 77, at least the one that we saw, and then she's auditioning a year later in Hollywood. But when she's talking to him about running lines, that's pretty common in the film world. In the industry, when people are going on auditions, they want to run lines, and then you send in your audition tape, and then you kind of move forward from there. And when you're reading lines, you kind of are very particular about who you read lines with, because they also have to give something to you, energy wise, energetically, right? Because acting is all energy. You're stepping into a different role, you're stepping into a different character. And so when you're reading lines, if somebody who's reading lines with you is not as interested, I would say, in acting and becoming the character, then you kind of get like a very flat read, versus when you go in for an audition and they're reading with you. If you've gotten flat the whole time, then you kind of take on that energy of being flat. And so you're, and this is just for future reference for anybody who wants to know, you're acting your partner in which you read with. Please, please, please be diligent in who you're choosing. Just so that you can get the fullness of that read.
I'm working really hard and I'm accomplishing very little. So I'm not really sure what I'm doing in LA anymore.
Oh.
What's the show?
Bachelor number 3. If I were an ice cream
Oh,
sundae,
God.
what flavor would you want me to be? And how would you eat me?
Well, if you were my ex-wife, I'd have to say Rocky Road.
reality TV, I think to most actors are or like dating shows, I feel like if you're an aspiring actress, it can feel like a downgrade. Or like it can feel belittling, I think.
No, I probably shouldn't. I've got my big break coming up, so I don't want to look like garbage for that.
You could never look like garbage. You always look beautiful.
I definitely thought he was gay, but he might not be.
Oh my God, sorry.
Okay, not gay.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like sometimes it's okay to just have friends of the opposite sex. And it's okay to not fall for them. And it would, like, it sucks when you have a friend of the opposite sex and they're not really your friend because they keep falling for you. I mean, I would know because I'm so fucking cute. It must be Valentine's. Do you say Valentine's or Valentine's? Because I'm pretty sure Valentine's is very incorrect. But I tend to say Valentine's. I mean, it's the least you can do with the way you were acting. That's all I'm going to say.
There's this photo contest that I want to enter, and I've been looking for a subject. I think you'd be perfect for it. Hold that pose.
What pose?
That pose. Now look over your left shoulder. At your right, your other left. There you go. Now look right into the left.
And he's finding the perfect people. Or the perfect women, I should say. He finds the perfect women. Women who don't have anything, who don't have any money, who are by themselves, who are homeless, where nobody's going to look for them. They're very low profile women, meaning nobody's going to be looking for them.
You're an intelligent girl. Anyone can see that. When you get on that stage, though, I don't want you to play so smart. All right? The guys are getting intimidated. You know, boys, they're babies.
Right.
So that's right.
So dumb yourself down to get a man. That's such a great, like, message to give to women.
You know, on TV they have all those big lights and stages.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? It's great.
Awesome.
All right, everybody, let's get started.
This set is actually crazy. I do love the set design.
Okay, just watch your step here. Be careful. Sorry. Yep.
Now,
okay.
this is a program where it brings
Over
together
here now.
three
Stop.
eligible bachelors and one very pretty girl. We give her a chance to question the gentleman and then pick her.
In a one shot. We're in a one shot.
Hey, is this for 2A?
It is.
Okay, great. Here, I'll let you in.
We've been ringing the apartment for 10 minutes.
Sorry, I was in the shower. I didn't hear it.
Tommy, let's go.
Tommy, let's go. Don't ask for help. Don't ask for help.
Hey, Ansel Adams.
Ansel Adams was a famous photographer. I learned about him in film school, fun fact. Took great photos.
When I do, I like to savor the moment, you know?
He is good. He's a
Yeah.
smooth talker.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way.
What's crazy about this is that when they put out like the warning, right? So like if they were to issue like a press conference, like it would be like single women, be careful. Like that's literally what it would be. And I say that because like anytime that they're issuing like a press conference, like there's always like if you're a student and you're walking home, make sure you have a partner, like a buddy, use the buddy system if like it's unfortunately kids being killed. So like they're very particular and like they take the victims and create a victimology, which is just kind of like who is being killed, and then they warn those victims. And in this situation, it's just single or women, I guess in general, not even single women in general, just be careful. Like, don't let any strange men into your house. Don't let any new men into your house. Make sure you always have somebody with you. Don't enter any place by yourself. Like, it's so crazy. And I think a lot of that has to do with the time difference. Nowadays, I think people are a little bit more vigilant and like, vigilant? Is that the right word? I don't know. People are a little bit more like on guard about who they trust. But back in the 70s, I think it's kind of like when they were talking in the documentary about Beverly Hills, about how it was just the place that you wanted to be and nothing really bad ever happened there. So you do things different, right? Like back in the day, like you leave your doors unlocked, you leave your windows unlocked. You weren't worried about bad things happening. And I think that people like this guy took advantage of that. He took advantage of the fact that you would leave your guard down and you'd leave your doors unlocked. And that's kind of terrifying. But he also did it in a way that is so invasive because he gets close to you and he utilizes the fact that he's charming and he'll compliment you. And the whole time it's just this game plan of I have to draw her in, make her trust me, and then I can kill her. That's crazy. Grab the lamp and swing, mama.
Hello, Cheryl. Hello.
Not Prince Charming from Descendants. Yeah.
We're gonna have a great time together, Cheryl.
He's confident.
Does she know? She knows. She knows.
You're a nerdy schoolboy asking me out on a date. Take it away.
Hey. I'm a...
No, because me.
That sounds awfully rough.
Rough and rowdy, that's the way I like it, babe.
Ew. Ew.
In fact, you're gonna have to bend over backwards with dedication.
He's charming.
Oh, baby, you're doing amazing. Just knocking it out of the park, seriously.
Great.
That's not like not a term of endearment. Hey, baby. Like, ew. I want to say that she's probably been fine up until this point. Like, not fine as in, like, never has to worry about it, but, like, if she is a survivor and she did escape, or if one of her friends went through this and she knows who did it, like, she's probably been fine because her brain was protecting her. It's kind of like that out-of-body experience that we talk about when something so traumatic happens, your brain kind of takes it into bits and pieces and it protects you so that you don't have to relive the experience over and over again. So seeing him kind of was her trigger. Seeing him kind of made everything kind of flood back. And even sometimes, when we have a traumatic event happen to us, our brain won't let you fully picture somebody. Like, they'll be pixelated. They'll kind of look like, or like ash floating away. Like, you'll never be able to fully see them because it's too traumatic. So for her, seeing him, it brought back probably everything that she's ever experienced. And when you go through that, she's reliving it all over again. And that's not an easy thing to do. Obviously, for obvious reasons. And I doubt that she got help for it. It seems like she's moved on. She's in a relationship. She's happy. And I doubt that, sometimes when something traumatic happens, you kind of want to leave it in the past and leave it to rest. And then if you're not really thinking about it, you assume that you got over it and you got through it. When in reality, that does stay with you. It's just kind of pushed back into your subconscious. So now she's kind of having to work through that. LA Times.
Yeah, I met her at Warren Beatty's house.
Warren Beatty's house. Listen to this fucking guy.
Hey.
Does he work for the LA Times?
This is new guy, Mario, right?
Oh my God.
I usually find my subject on the beach, but I feel like you look great in that light, so, you know, if you're around.
It's the police.
Thank God. I didn't think I'd pause so much during this movie. This is interesting. What you're seeing right now with him is that he is so charming and he's so good at what he does that he's even able to ease the cops. Like that level of like the level of and it could be a mixture of things. It could be bad cops. I mean, if we're being honest, obviously this is the 70s, the late 70s. However, the cops were fucking trash in California in the late 80s, early 90s. All right? So what he's doing is he's able to kind of talk his way out of everything. He's very oh, what's the word I'm looking for? God, like sometimes you'll get killers or you'll get suspects who are very like to themselves, who are very much they're shy, they're not outgoing at all, they're very introverted, they don't really talk to people, they have a hard time talking to women, and because they have a hard time talking to women, they have to resort to like blunt force trauma. They have to hit her over the head because they have a hard time talking to her, so they can't just charm her. He is like the polar opposite. He has a great job. The people around him are probably gonna say, we never thought it could be Rodney. It was no, like he was so charming and so nice, and he was just such an amazing photographer, and he was so talented. I never would have guessed it was Rodney. Even the police talking to him, he's like, well, that's your job, isn't it? Haha. Like, something led you here, and I'm interested to see what led you here. Oh my God. Interesting. Interesting. Their whole world will shatter when they realize that their whole world is no longer controlled by them. If something comes in and shakes up their world and you've introduced chaos into it, his whole world right now is shattering because he has an image that he's trying to uphold, and now he can no longer do that. The people in the office are talking about why he was even questioned by the cops. And he got away with it with the cops, but now everybody has a very specific version of you or perception of you. So now for him, that is shattering, and he doesn't know how to handle that. The fact that you have to have a sign that says please flush after every use is actually kind of wild. Are y'all men just not flushing in your bathrooms? Because that's dirty. Dirty. Are we back to where she finds her friend? Okay. It was her friend. Damn, look at all that blood. Oh my God, this poor woman. So it was her friend.
You're supposed to be having fun. That's the whole point.
I like
so just
her.
Be yourself. Say whatever you want.
Oh, I like her a lot.
You haven't seen her yet. What if she's petite?
I'll let her blow me.
So what's your sentence for her?
Electric chair.
In place, everyone! Ladies, stop messing with her hair. I know you're barely touching her. We're ready for you, Mr. Burke.
Stop messing with her hair. I know you're not even really touching her.
I told her to be careful, and I knew that there was something wrong. I knew something was off about that guy.
You gave his description to the police.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Please believe her. Don't do that whole thing where you don't believe it's true.
And if this guy did what you're implying, then wouldn't he be in jail and not on a TV show?
Not if he hasn't gotten caught.
I don't know. I
mean, it's a big TV show. You don't think they vet their contestants?
This is what makes killers really, really good. Is that even if you vet them, you haven't figured it out because he's probably done a really good job at protecting himself as far as like covering it up. Not leaving anything behind, only doing what he wants to do and then leaving. And I don't like how, like, there's this assumption, and obviously this is the 70s and it's probably not nearly as drastic now, but it's like, at what point do we start to believe somebody? Because this is so traumatic, and people don't just make false accusations like that. Just based off of the way that she reacted seeing him should tell you everything. And whether or not he was the guy that killed her friend Allison, he's weird. Like he's weird. Like she had a vibe, she had energy. Like there, she felt his energy, and it was like, no, something's very wrong here. Unfortunately for her, she left her friend, and she'll probably live with that for the rest of her life. That's why there's that so much guilt there. But like, I don't like the whole like, well, you're not positive. Like 90%, bro. 90%. That's a passing grade, friend. Like that's a passing grade. You're passing class. You know what I mean? So it's just very confusing when I'm expressing to you something traumatic that happened. I'm telling you that's the person responsible for my trauma, and you're going, but you're not positive. And this is like a big TV show, and why wouldn't they vet? This TV show is bad. I know they don't vet their fucking people based off of their IQ. Come on.
Bachelor number 1. Einstein said that sitting on a hot stove for a minute feels like an hour, but sitting next to a nice girl for an hour feels like a minute. That was his theory of special relativity. What's yours?
Are these a scripted questions? Since I'm spending an arm and a leg on dinner, I'd
Like to think that she could at least provide the dessert.
Men.
That's not bad. Bachelor number 1,
Shit.
any luck?
keep up. She's going back to
I can't.
Okay, should I be taking notes, teacher? Or?
Oh, it will be on the final exam, Ed.
She's good.
Bachelor number 3.
Look at him, he's pissed.
What are girls for?
What do you mean?
Billie Eilish wrote a whole song about this.
Therefore, respecting or whatever, then I just sound like a schmuck looking to get laid.
Okay, bachelor number 2. I think you answered my question.
Hey, wait, no, I didn't mean it like... No.
They always do the right thing, don't they? Nothing is sadder when you do the right thing and no results help.
He had some thoughts about bra sizes being a prerequisite for a meaningful relationship.
You can have a seat if you like.
Okay, so the security guard seems to be... So the security guard seems to be taking her seriously. I'm just concerned that nobody else will. Or she'll die first.
The question beneath the question remains the same.
All right. What's the question?
Which one of you will hurt me?
Woo!
You just asked it clearer than most.
Woo! Oh, that was good. That was beautifully written. Which one of you will hurt me? You just asked it clearer than most. That's crazy. The business cards are
Stalker Street, Glendale.
The business cards are kind of wild.
Here.
Hey, bro, give me your business card so I can cheat that.
What the fuck is that, man?
Come on, let's get out here. Let's move this chair. Get up, Sharon. We've had an entire commercial break to get rid of this. Come on, go. Here, you're right there.
And 5,
Go.
3,
Boys are babies, right?
She said boys are babies, right? She said, you're a baby, bitch. You're a toddler.
Cheryl, please meet Arnie Asley.
Careful with that, asshole.
All right,
Thank God somebody. Oh, okay. I have a hope for humanity now. This is so annoying that I don't know anything about this case, you guys. I'm so sorry.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on The Dating Game.
Because I'm George Eliot.
Come on, bro. It's not funny. Like, that's not a funny joke. And then it's like, I hope you feel some regret. I really hope that security guard feels some type of regret after finding out.
Did you get the shot?
No, he didn't.
Rodney.
Fuck.
Jesus, why? Tell me why!
So, you know.
Okay. That's very far out.
Yeah, and this is like a hippie thing back then.
I mean, I think that's good.
He doesn't like being challenged or feeling like he's embarrassed, clearly. Like, he doesn't like it when a woman challenges him, or anybody, I think, for that matter, challenges him.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you give us another round? We had the Mai Tais.
Sorry, you missed last call.
Is Anna Kendrick left-handed? I don't like this game. That's interesting. Because she remember when the friend did that she slept with, she was super jumpy.
Hey. Can you tell me your number?
I just gave it to you.
Yeah, no, I know. I just...
Oh, get to your
wanna
car.
make sure I have the right one. You know,
Get to your
sometimes
car.
the fours.
Because she wrote the wrong number down, and he's testing her. Get to your car. Go to your car. Go to your car. Go to your car.
So I guess this means we're not really meeting up in Carmel anymore?
No, because you're a fucking weirdo who's weird.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Carrie. Don't turn your
Fucking head bastard.
What? Don't turn your back. Mama, don't turn your back. Don't walk backwards. Fuck. I don't like this game. I don't like this game. I don't like this game. Oh my god, oh my god. Take off the fucking shoes! Like, why? There's still 20 minutes left in this fucking movie. Oh my god.
This man, he was on national television.
Look, I don't know who you spoke with, all right?
I don't know who I spoke with either. How many times? You forget.
It's gonna be...
Fucking job!
I was gonna say, it's gotta be so frustrating.
This is everything, so we're good to go.
Don't give me that crying shit, Rodney. Nobody feels bad for you.
Do you think that you could not tell anyone about this? I would just be so fucking embarrassed.
Confusing him. She's good. Jesus. Okay, Amy. Oh, I hope you survive this, Amy. I'm gonna be so sad if you don't.
I'm gonna take a leak. You want something?
I'm okay.
Oh, come on. Woo, 9 minutes left, you guys. Okay.
We're up by mile marker 112. We need assistance. I got him. Okay. Take a breath. He's done.
Good job, Amy. Jesus Christ, I'm so proud of you, girl. I am so proud of you, girl. Jesus Christ, you idiot! You fucking idiot! Yeah, cops were just as bad. Oh,
She passed away? Oh. All right.
That's right. You leave that up for a little bit longer because that's what we care about. Woo! Anna Kendrick directed this. I am obsessed with her. Oh, Anna Kendrick, you little sneaky. Oh, she must have bought the rights to it, or a film studio must have bought the rights to it, so she was able to direct it. That's crazy. Anna Kendrick. Well done. Well done. You know what, guys? I'm so pleasantly surprised with this movie. And that could just be because I have no idea what this was like, what this was, or like what this was based off of. Um, so like I think in moments like that, like when I went in to watch Monsters, it was different because I knew. So it was hard for me to even watch because it was like, well, that's not real. That's not real. That's exaggerated. This I didn't know, which there's a lot of it that could be exaggerated. I don't know. I don't know how authentically they played or they created this movie, but obviously let me know in the comments or send me the way of any of the videos. I'll probably go watch that on my own time as well, like some of like the actual story of what happened. But um I was pleasantly like, I'm happy with this film. I think that it was just enough. I think sometimes movies can make you feel like you're kind of getting whiplash, like you're going through it so much, or so many things at a time, right? So scene after scene after scene after scene. But this was kind of, I didn't hate the fact that they would jump in between timelines like 78, 71, 77. Like I didn't hate that because most of the time they did that, they were telling me what year I was in. Um but like it stayed, like there was only, it took place over like a day, right? Like a night, an hour, woman of the hour, right? Like that dating show, it's kind of where like it took place and then it would cut in between everything else while he was on the dating show. So I thought that that was a really good concept. I think it was really well written. I'm interested to see how much of it is accurate to the story, but as like a standalone movie that might not be true, this was a good movie. In my opinion, I think the cinematography of it was really, really beautiful. I think it was well done. I think that some of the decisions that she made as a director, um, some of the decisions that you make as a director are going to either help or hinder the project itself. For example, if you decide on one angle versus another angle, if you decide on the final take being the final take, um if you decide on, you know, like I said, angles, frames, if you decide where they're located, in the scene, how they're acting, how they're moving. So there's like it's like a big gear, right? Like it's a moving vessel, a movie is. You have so many parts being played in it, not just the actor or the director. You have the writing, you have the assistant director, you have somebody on for continuity, you have somebody on to script supervise. So you have so many different people bringing the project to life. And I think that as a director, when you have kind of the final say of this is how I want it shot, action, cut, that's a wrap, right? When you have that much power as a director, you can kind of make or break your film. Some movies are terribly directed. Some movies I've seen takes where it's just like, why would that be your final take? This one, like I said, I was pleasantly surprised. All the acting was good. I didn't ever feel like it was like forced. I think that the neighbor, he was kind of but other than that, I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and I feel really bad for the girl at the end, which now I know why. It's because several people have told them about Rodney and nobody was listening. And it's just like, I don't understand what the hell's going on with that. I don't understand. And then you let him out on bail for him to go kill. In what world does a man accused of killing people, women, children, in what world do you let him back out on the streets? Yeah, that makes no fucking sense. I don't care if we're in the 70s or the 1700s. But yeah, sorry. Clearly it sparked a lot. This was kind of like the first time where I feel like I've watched a movie. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it, guys. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it. So well done. I'm excited to figure out if this was real. I'm excited to figure out what this is supposed to look like in general, or at least as far as like the actual story of it. But other than that, yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I don't know what's coming next, guys. You're going to be just as surprised as I am because I have no idea what I'm going to watch next. This was good. I loved that this was based on a true story, but it wasn't documentary style. Not that I have anything against documentary style. I've watched plenty of documentary in my day. But I liked the fact that I still felt like I was entertained, if that makes sense. Like as shitty as it sounds. Does that sound shitty? I don't I was entertained. Like I was in a different reality. I was back in the 70s. I wasn't really here. So that was cool. And anytime a movie can do that, whether it's a great movie, whether it's a bad movie that's just really cinematically beautiful, I enjoy. So yeah, I'm excited. We're done with that. That'll be up. Woo! The full reaction obviously is gonna be over on Patreon. You'll get the cut up version to the best of my ability. If you're new here and you stayed, thank you. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe, comment. If you're not new and you hated it, I'm sorry, but thank you for staying. Thanks for watching, guys. If you made it all the way to the end and you enjoyed it, I'm so happy that you're here. If you made it all the way to the end and you hated it, I'm so sorry, but thank you, I guess. Obviously you can always find me on my social media if you want to interact with me throughout the week and you're not getting enough of me on YouTube or Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, go ahead and check out my Patreon. I'm gonna be posting. I'm leaning towards the Menendez trials over on my Patreon, just so that just because I know a lot of people wanted that, and it's not something that I'm shying away from. So I might do the Menendez. I might make that like a true crime, unless there's like a big movie that we all want to watch together, but we'll see how that pans itself out. Right now the Menendez documentary is over there. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. Also, let me know if you guys want to see my full reaction to the show Monsters. I don't mind putting it over on my Patreon, but I don't know if that's what you guys are wanting to see. So yeah, just let me know about that. Other than that, guys, I think I've wasted. No, I'm just kidding. I think I've spent enough time talking, because at this point I think I'm just talking to talk. And I'm not going to sit here and keep yapping to yap. So, you know the drill. Be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, take care of yourself, and above all else, I love you.